All right, and we should be live, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. This evening I will only be streaming on YouTube because for whatever reason my multi-stream system is broken. But that's no matter. Doesn't matter. Most people tune in on YouTube anyway, so figured we'd go for it here. Tonight we'll be doing some tours of a couple of different bases that were submitted to me this last week. Got a couple of different topics to talk about. But if you're interested in chatting either in the Discord or um, messaging me on YouTube or whatever have you, I'll be reading them all night. We'll kind of get some topics going here. Hopefully everyone's doing well in this wonderful time of pandemic mayhem torture. Um, but the first base that we have is Anarchy. I'm not going to leak the chords. They're, suffice to say, open and out there, but I didn't want to make it available to just anybody, so we'll go from there. As you can clearly see, I'm walking along a rainbow colored track that appears to span the skyline here. Uh, I haven't been here for too much, but I do know that it's been griefed. It's currently under wither attack. This is one of the larger bases that we're going to be seeing tonight. But yeah, I always like when people do creative things. I'm presuming this was some sort of a rainbow ring to connect to the rainbow track up here. It's kind of cool. I don't know where this leads.
Oh, I went there.
Oh, have you been here?
Yeah, I traveled there. There's a road somewhere, I don't know where, but it goes like 10,000 something blocks, and I died before I could reach the
I
end.
believe the track runs the entire length of the base. Looks like they had some
Yeah,
sort of automated
that's
farm
not
here.
bad. There was some road that went somewhere. I don't know. That ring
I
wasn't
should
green when
probably
I
turn
went
off
there.
weather, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
No
you
weather.
should.
There we go. That's better. Yeah, I still use worst. So what?
Well, if you don't really cheat much, I don't see if there's.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
I
see
I
a problem.
cheat plenty. It doesn't mean that I need, you know, anything
Well, yeah,
worth.
but if you don't, I don't know.
I mean, I need the
But
basics,
you don't
and
really have a reason to use it. You don't crystal PvP at spawn or any
yeah,
to
I
do
really
stuff
don't.
that. Yeah.
I've never been a well, I've never been a really big PvPer. Man, this was elaborate. I had what 4 or 5 farms
That
going
wasn't
here.
grief when I was there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still in somewhat of tact. Like I've
Yeah.
seen, I've seen far worse griefs. Looks like there was some sort of a road that they obliterated through here too, or tried to.
Yeah. I thought I would see way more withers at that base when I went there, but it looks like they mostly used team.
Thanks, Zog. He said I wanted to thank you. Inspired me to take a walk every day, and somehow it made him happier. Well, I'm glad it made you happier. Um, yeah, this week's been crazy for me. Uh, I'm I'm actually streaming from a new location, and yeah, it's it's crazy out there right now. So stay safe. Go
Yeah.
for a walk. Won't kill anybody if you stay away from other people. It's good for you. No, I really like large bases like this. Looks like they had some sort of other farm going on here. People don't do farms as much as they used to. I think that's just the nature of like not needing the resources from them, which
Yeah.
is unfortunate. But
Well, if you need something to fill a place, like if you have this giant open area that you don't know what to put there, you can always put a farm.
bunch of signs here:
You can never go wrong with a farm.
donkeys, horses, llamas, mules, golden carrots, golden apples, hay bales. Yeah, a couple of saddles in there. Nothing really crazy. Just some some regular loot. I'm not sure we needed directions on how to breed animals, but thanks Radio Z for that. Radio Z is here. Sweet. Yeah, I knew he was part of the space, but yeah, I've seen far worse griefs. This is, I mean, it's destroyed. Don't get me wrong, but
It is a huge base. I didn't even see the parts that you were at, and I was looking at it for like a few hours.
hey, 10-2, how's it going, man?
Yeah.
Hi, first Houdini. I don't know what's going on here. This was some sort of weird track system through here. I think I have Fulbright turned off too because I was doing a cinematic. There we go. That's better. Uritos asked if I plan on updating to 1.16. Probably not anytime soon. Uh, Performance still isn't great. I may do a performance test on 9B here shortly. This is this is pretty awesome. I like the cake. Don't destroy the cake anymore. Leave the cake alone. Darth Tool asked if 9B was still having lag problems. Always? Like, people do stuff. That's what they do. Giant Pokemon ball here? Wow. I don't. Is it even griefed? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is griefed. I was like, wow. That's, that's pretty crazy. I hope you're having a pretty great day two, Armenian Mafia. Uh, Xorg said, "You're a very nice server owner. I played 24/7 on 2B2T, but they took my first queue away. Still don't know why, but you were a lot nicer than House." Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I try to be. Not necessarily nicer, but more personable, maybe. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Batman. Another farm here. Griffin King says that cake is a lie. Absolutely. As the last of the sheep are withered. I am going to be touring other bases, Cryptic Loki. Probably 3 or 4 others. Um, one sec, I'm gonna try to screenshot that. I will try to go there, Boiler 3. I can't promise it. I'll throw it on my list. But I already had, you know, a fairly big list of bases to tour. I'd like to do Anarchy above 1.12, but there's no guarantee that I'll be able to do Anarchy above 1.12. A lot of you guys had asked about the video that I was recording earlier. I was working on a map art video, and I will be doing a map art video that's separate from this. I won't be doing it on the live stream. There's just so much lewd content that I have to physically sit there and edit the video and block all of that out. So it's one of those things that's fairly time intensive, so it might take me a week or two to get it out the door. I am going to turn that down because it is loud for me. I don't know how loud it is for everybody else, but it's pretty loud for me. So Tristan774 has followed. Thank you for following. Am I going to do something about 4B4T lag? Maybe. I have a few things in the works, but it's kind of one of those takes a lot of time to do, much in the same way that the video is going to take a lot of time to do. Man, this was a piece of work. Wow. I don't know how old this base is, so. Uh, yeah, like I just said, Doning Average, I'll be releasing it probably in the next week. I don't mind the porn. It's just a matter of, like, I have to censor it all out for the video. I could go ahead and do it on Pornhub, but it's not exactly somewhere I frequently upload to, and it's kind of hard to monetize that. So.
Yeah, JJ, I have a booming Pornhub account. You could just use mine.
Sure. Okay. let's see. Is there a public Discord for 9B? Yes. Well, there are two. There's the official, and then there's public. Um, I'll
I'm missing one.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot an invite link uh, to everybody in chat real quick. There we go. Fog asked when you can expect the hardware upgrade to come to 4B. It's going to be a little bit, probably a month or so, I'd say, but it should actually make some difference. Thank you, Peter Toth, for subscribing. Wow, I just came up on that. Holy crap. That's beautiful. Who built this? What the frick? How is this still intact? This is amazing. I mean, I get it's just a dome, but like, damn. I'm sure that if you want the chords, you can find them. It's a griefed base. I'm not going to release them because I said to several people, and I don't remember who I said it to, that I wouldn't release the chords. So ask around. I'm sure you can find out where this is. It's Anarchy, if anybody cares. Oh, nice. There's a little bit of snow on the dome. You did a bad job, but good for you. I'm glad you did a bad job.
I ran out of TNT.
I'm sure you did.
Oh my god.
Look at this dome. Like holy crap, it falls outside of render distance for a full render.
Out of TNT.
What the frick, dude?
Supreme Pro.
Okay,
forgot to bring
that right
I
there.
brought 20 shulkers. I used it all.
Oh, I got teleported inside the dome. My bad. Oh well.
Be thankful that your server was broke, because the lag saved the base mainly.
Yeah, I'm breaking it some more right now. But
you really needed patch donkey lag.
Yeah, I know. Need to patch a lot of things. Let's see here. Trying to get up here to get a good screenshot going of this. This is just, yeah, this is going to be the thumbnail, because why not? Like, holy crap, guys. That's just awesome.
Whoa.
BRST asked, how come my join date is 3 weeks ago? It's very simple. Every time I debug somebody's account or change something or test something, my player data ends up getting wiped. So about 3 weeks ago is the last time I screwed with somebody's account enough to reset my stuff. Trillius, I like your streams a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to put some effort into them. Doesn't mean I'm the best YouTuber in the world by any stretch of the imagination. Like, go sub to PewDiePie. He does a much better job than I do. But for 9B content, I think I do a pretty decent job. Nice. Just a farm for all the colors. When is the end dupe getting patched? Soon. Trademark copyright 2020 JJ 2051. That's nice. One second. Radio Z, you in here? No? Oh, yes you are.
He is, but he's muted.
Okay.
He's muted?
I gave him the live streamer role, so he should be able to unmute himself.
He may be server muted.
Yeah, he's server muted.
I unmuted him. He's good. So, by the way, if you want unmuted and you have something to add to the conversation, let me know. Ulto said, I hope you're having a blessed day and continue to spread the positive thoughts everywhere you go. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's been a long week. Break X Video Man's lag machine, please. Yeah.
Don't break our lag machine.
Daniel Evan said first time catching the live stream. Well, then you have to subscribe. Like, clearly that's the only thing you can do. So you get another shout out. That way you get two in one stream. Is Zim gonna join us today, or did he fall asleep?
Well, hello,
How's
Zim.
him doing?
uh,
Whoopsie daisy. My
there's
power
a
was
Zim.
out all night.
Good.
All right, I'm sorry
We're
about that.
saved.
My power was out. It's been out since 4 a.m.
Wow, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it does.
Griffin King, thank you for the $10 donation. End dupe should stay unpatched for it'll bring people to the end, but you can't dupe if you just die. Humble life. I like it in that it's changed combat a little bit. People are now fighting over their spot at the end, which is kind of cool.
But now going to the end and going out and making an end base is
How
kind of
big
a
is
part
this
of it.
base?
Really big.
Well, it's the largest one on 90, so...
Yeah. So I've
I
been
can
over this
answer any
way.
questions if you have them.
How long did this all take?
8 months straight work.
Nice. Are you echoing, or you might want to mute the
I
stream
have
or something?
headphones on.
Someone's echoing. There we go. That's better.
I
Yeah, it was
muted him.
Stas.
It was, Stag.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions? Go ahead and ask.
How many base mates did you have?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who were your base mates, if you don't mind?
It was mainly me and one of my friends called Cloven, but there was 4 other people here that played about 3 times, 4 times. Yeah.
Like, these are mega structures, man.
A lot of
really
the
huge.
stuff was like hand designed in single player and just built into here. So
Well,
it's
I didn't think it
not
was
that
all
bad.
schematica, because a lot of bases just end up being all schematica. But like this is just crazy.
That sphere, I think.
Oh
is
yeah, that's
Schematica.
not Schematica. That one there, no.
The sphere is in Schematica.
Oh no, the carpet debris he's looking at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sphere
I have
is
that sphere as
Schematica.
my base.
Yeah. The sphere is probably schematica, but
It's a nice sphere.
like this is just art. Like, I don't know, just so much work, so much detail. And
I'm surprised.
I may have
Oh,
been
yeah.
over some of this before, but like, holy crap, this hexagon is huge.
Out of everything that's grief, that's like the one thing that survived. All the diamond blocks for some reason. I don't get it.
Those diamond blocks have a high blast resistance.
Sup, bitches?
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
How's everyone this evening? Aside from me.
I'm good, thank you, JJ.
I'm great.
Wait, Fid isn't high?
I'm not.
Not yet. Give it 5 minutes.
Damn right.
Oh, is this it's a field of poppies. Ooh. Nice.
The stream has like 30-40 seconds of delay, so I can't really tell where you're at.
Yeah, there's delay. I'm sorry. It's nature
You
of
could
what it
stream
is.
on Discord while you're streaming on YouTube. So
I
the people in the Discord
Could,
talk while
but
you-
I have a
yeah.
lot of other stuff set up for YouTube that I just don't have set up for Discord, and my restreamer isn't working at the moment. Otherwise, I'd probably consider that. But like,
Alright.
I'm only doing
Bit of
Twitch. I'm only doing YouTube at the moment because I can't do both at the same time for whatever reason. Giant mushroom here.
I fly
In a
kicked
dome.
my chair earlier, and one of the handles is so broken.
Don't do that.
This is a massive base.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be here this long, but let me
You haven't even
screenshot
seen
that
half
for
of
you.
it.
There's a lot to see. You haven't covered half the base, I'd say.
Well,
I didn't get to see it the entire bit.
I mean, you're welcome to guide me around. Uh, you know.
Do you want the screenshot of the entire base?
Oh,
Wait,
please,
did you
that
ever
would be
get
great.
lost at your own base?
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
Get some sort of a track running through here. Nice.
Right,
Or
did you ever
radios if you have it. Send it to 'em.
Sorry, say again.
did you
If
ever
you
get
have
lost at
the-
your own base?
I haven't, but the one basemate did many times. Yeah.
No, right.
radios.
I
Yes.
will be visiting Nemesis 3 after this one, so depends on how long this one takes to go through. If I run out of time, then we'll end up doing other bases next week. Like I'm open to keep doing this as long as you guys want me to keep touring old bases. Like I'm still seeing new stuff. How is this possible? Jeez. I decided to go back the other way, and oh, there we go. Had a little bit of lag.
Whose brainchild was the giant mushroom?
Mine.
That's a really interesting concept.
Giant pumpkin.
Wait, which mushroom? Oh wait, is it the blue dome or the purple
Blue
dome?
Blue Dome.
Oh yeah, that was one of my largest builds back in 2016. And when I built it at this base, I was surprised at the scale, and it just blew me away.
Awesome.
Oh, that might be screenshot worthy too. Who the frick knows? Trying to get the right angle here though. Without shadows.
Screenshot. Let's get some screenshots.
Pumpkin block.
Why not? Like I don't know what the thumbnail is gonna be yet. This is pretty awesome.
Could just be me again. I'd be fine with that.
I'm sure you would.
I swear I wasn't the original thumbnail. I
So is this
don't
just
recall
a
that.
trail back and forth? Sky trail? With the glass and slabs?
Oh, those that was called the Skyway, and that would take you to Podzol. One of them would, because it was so far away, and that was the only spot you could get it. And one took you to a mesa and a packed ice biome.
I remember this part.
JJ.
You guys were too welcoming. That was clearly the problem.
I put a wither in that center of that random pyramid that I couldn't find out what it was. To your left?
JJ, I've got a question.
That one?
Yeah.
To your left. Oh, you're not? Okay.
Yep, I see the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh,
stream
okay.
delay.
I'm getting blank.
Yeah, this is freaking massive.
Huge.
You had to
Anyway,
take a lot of time to punch out all the blocks too.
Oh yeah, it was like 20 million something left clicks. I don't remember how much it was.
I like the Nyan cat over this green here, the vines. That's pretty cool.
Who built this pyramid?
I did.
Those are my withers in the center.
Wow, that took a lot of effort.
I'm gonna try again here, Staz.
Hello.
I'll be right back, boys.
I'm presuming this was some sort of a castle here. It's just completely gone now.
Uh, I can't tell what you're looking at. You're looking at vines for me.
Uh, Red Castle just to the east, I guess to the east of the vines. Red topped.
That was the first
Oh, the
yeah.
wool castle. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all gone. Oh, you guys built a chessboard out here? Awesome. That is just cool. Sorry, it's stupid, but I like chess, and even though Shredder kicks my butt at it, apparently.
You should have gotten 50 odds over there to play chess in 1919.
Yeah.
Don't worry, JJ. I kick other people's butt in chess too.
Thank you, Freddie Markham, for subscribing. Micro pyramid.
That chessboard was entirely intact when I was there.
Yeah, sadly, it's been nuked. Henrique Pass asks if there was a world download of this place before it was
Yes,
nuked.
there is, but it's only between 2 people right now, and
Okay.
it'll be released in like a few months, but that's planned.
Okay.
So it's not going to be lost to time, but yeah, it'll be.
A water pyramid.
Well,
Jesus, you guys had
um,
some interesting builds here.
talking about world downloads, JJ, I was going through your old streams and saw or heard you talking about the vault project you had an idea of. Is that still in development, or have you dropped it completely?
It's on hold because I'm not sure how I want to do it yet, and there was some feedback from the community that basically they feel that that would give people immortality that they don't deserve, even though you could just do a world download and host it yourself. So the
Yeah, I
library
see
at
that.
Alexandria is burning. That is a lot of books.
That build was 130,000 blocks, and I think it was Jot who blew it up. I don't remember who did it though.
What build?
The library.
I think that was
I think that was
mostly intact when I was there.
Wait, is it the one he's on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I've
was-
been around it
that was
for
me.
a good bit.
It was on my
When Jared was showing up, that was like we were blowing this up as he showed up, so we had to drop the TNT and dip.
And get out of Dodge.
we had to get out of there. We couldn't take on Jared. We just build. We don't PvP.
Didn't you guys like make a Jared
Nice
die?
Rubik's Cube here. Oh wow.
Jared was the whole time.
Let me see
he
if I can
was-
put that up on stream real quick, because there's an image of the entire base here.
Are you talking about the render I sent?
Yeah, there's a render of the entire base. I'm gonna see if I can't get that up on the stream real quick. Sorry guys, I wasn't anticipating this, so you have to give me a sec.
Did you take that render, or did the other guy?
I took the render. Like I said, I did a lot of the stuff, but without Cloven, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
That's fair.
Let me see if I can get this on at least most of the screen. Oh, I can get it full screen. Sweet. There we go. I think. No, not wanting to display. Yeah, I don't know why it's not wanting to show up, but maybe it's just so large or something.
Have you ever thought of adding it in a caption to prevent botting?
I have.
Kind of like.
There we go. There's the full image. I was like, I know that something's going on here.
Oh,
So
there's someone there at the base.
Oh, they still have the base.
Oh, it's Radas. Radas on 9B9T question mark.
nice.
The question is, what scaffold are you using?
I don't think he scaffolded.
Oh, I just use futures, whatever scaffold
So
setting thing.
you can see the
Wow.
you can see the purple dome there. I didn't even get over to that far side over there with. I'm guessing it's an Acropolis. I mean, you filled in ocean with a circle.
Where was it? It's to the left of the image. The snow-looking dome cylinder is ungriefed, I believe.
I
I'm
ran
100%
by it
sure.
and I think it's now been griefed. I'm
Oh,
not
that sucks. That was one of my favorite builds.
Like that's just crazy, guys. I'm on the far edge of the base at this point, right?
The render, it still looks big, but like until you actually get to see the builds, they kind of look small to me, at least. I don't know about other people.
Oh, like the render makes it
de-
seem like it's just a tiny little base or whatever, but I've been flying around this for what 30 minutes now, and just haven't even seen everything. It's
the decoy
crazy.
base is but yeah, it's that giant cylinder. I don't know what it was. The decoy base, that was the biggest build there. Where I can't describe it that well. But you had a decoy base near there,
Yeah,
right?
the decoy base itself was like a work of art.
Okay, so the decoy base was the actual base, and then I got bored of basing there in like we started that in the
Like
beginning of 2018, and then I was like, I'm done, and I just left like 2,000 blocks privately and started my own thing, and then everyone migrated over here.
Okay, so
Oh.
from here, if I want to go to the thing, it's basically straight this way. To the, I guess, Acropolis or whatever. It's just so freaking massive. Like, I could totally see getting lost throughout here. I don't blame you. Yeah, haven't even seen this yet. Like, just stumbled across stuff I haven't seen yet. That's crazy. You guys were hardcore at it, man.
Radio. I have a question. So before you dropped the screenshot of the base or the render of the base on Reddit. You gave the chords to me and Iceland, and you said there was a third person, but I have yet to figure out who that is.
Another Rubik's
Would you
Cube.
mind?
That was a player named Enderman, like Ender MQN, and he was here like right away. But he didn't do anything. He looked around.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the Acropolis, or whatever you want to call it, up in the upper corner. What inspired this one? This is just massive.
Are you looking at the largest build right now?
I believe so, yeah.
Like the top of the screen? I can't tell if you are.
Yes, the very top of the screenshot.
Okay. That is the headquarters, and I believe that's the goal was to make the largest build on the server.
Oh
And
no,
that was the main goal.
no, I'm probably still nowhere near it. Like, holy
Yeah.
crap!
Yeah, that's not it.
So
Oh,
so further
looking at
up
the
this
water
way
temple.
is an even larger build. Holy crap!
Oh, it's way larger. Way larger.
Yeah. It looks like it was built with World Edit or something. It's huge.
It was all custom designed though. It wasn't stolen, so just to add that.
Radios
Good.
had World Edit confirmed.
Single player world edit, yes.
Yeah, and then he used Schematica for for transporting it.
It was 500,000 blocks. There's no way I could have done that without Schematica.
Where am I? Like, holy crap, guys! Oh no, I'm outside of the area. So if I take path out of here, back down, and then left, I should be able to get to it, I think. Okay. So over this way.
I think you're at the Guardian farm now.
Yeah. Well, I'm at
Oh,
something.
you're way far out.
Yeah. It just keeps going though. In every direction. Okay.
Did you
So
ever
from
consider
here,
putting portals at all the natural ocean temples so that we can drop guardians into the end anytime?
I hadn't really thought about it. No.
I say we don't do that.
No. Why not? Come on, that'd be everyone loves a ton of guardians in the.
Go watch the 2B2T video and then bring a Guardian to spawn.
I may
Oh yeah,
have.
I've seen it.
Jesus.
I think JJ's lost.
No, I'm getting there. Like, holy frick. This is massive.
All right, now I think you're coming up on the headquarters if you
Yeah,
keep going straight.
I've been following the map to get there. Just wow. So straight down this path, or up this path. I guess it's up this way, and
You're floating on an ocean right now.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, what was that obsidian cylinder supposed to be? Oh wait.
That was one of the final builds. One of the base mates actually came back and he started building this right near the end of the base's phase, but he didn't get to finish it. So
What was it gonna be? Was it just gonna be cylinder?
it it was kind of a replica from an old base we based at, and it's where you would practice crystal PvP at your own base.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it, JJ. You're there.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just kind of letting it render in a little bit. So, plus I need to check on something.
I actually turned on ray tracing shaders here, and it looked really cool.
Radios, how long did it take you to build this in single player?
Just this build here, the HQ,
Yeah, just this one.
I think 12 days.
Oh, nice.
Like log in, do work for 8 hours, and log out. Something like
Dude,
Yeah, that's crazy.
just dude. How long did the maze take?
Oh, all those leaves? Oh, that took forever.
Man, I can't even load this entire thing in one go.
I had to set my render distance to like 64 or something to render it.
Yeah, I'm lagging back trying to load it all in. I haven't even seen the full breadth of this thing. Like it's just days and days and days of blocks. Here, let me land. There's a sign here. Yeah, he stood here gazing his eyes at the beauty of the build.
Oh my gosh, you found that sign? I never thought it'd survive the grief. Oh my gosh.
Wait, what sign?
This one here. Ab stood here glazing his eyes at the beauty of the build.
Oh, okay.
Zim said I got a donation, but I thought I had mentioned it, but Griffin King had shot in a message. How many zeros would it take to get a private end portal? A lot. JJ is not cheap.
Just get Bezo.
I disagree.
Yeah, just call up Bezos.
Just buy Bezo.
This
Bezo
is
pass end portal show.
this is the inside of what's left, and it's just still like I feel like had you not walked in here with it griefed, you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference between this and the overworld. It's just so big. Jeez. I am so sorry that it got griefed, radio.
Oh, well, that was the plan when releasing the image on the Reddit, but no one actually found it through the image. That's what surprised.
I tried a lot, but my computer was too bad.
There's a hand here
Yeah.
with a world. Jesus. Like in the middle of it all. I didn't even notice that on the image. Let me go back to the image real quick. Oh, you can't see it on the. Oh, you can. Yeah, there were 4 hands. One for each axis and then bridges between them and
actually,
just
there was 4 different builds on each side. It was trying to be as unique as possible.
that is just crazy. Like so much effort, man. So much effort.
I'm pretty sure this is all built into a sphere, like a perfect sphere.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, I can see it on the ground level. Like it just follows all the way around. How many blocks wide is the sphere? Does anybody know?
It's big.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd say
I
probably large.
the griefing one of the Earths, and it shows how big it is.
Yeah, one of those Earths on that map is like what 10 pixels wide, maybe. In game, it's probably I don't know 50, 60 blocks wide, and the whole of the thing is probably I'd say a radius of 1,000, maybe more. Like that's some serious dedication, man.
It's probably still possible to base here for a while because there's just so much.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how long it's going to survive after the stream, but
Now, I'm not sure. The last time I checked, the decoy base was actually not touched. And if you want to go there, you can check that out.
shoot with the cords.
I gotta check a world download. I forgot them. One sec.
Okay, well, in the meantime,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on to the next base because I wanted to do
Base?
a couple of different ones. Next one on the list is Nemesis 3. So
11-3.
yeah, I can't even fathom how many blocks were even placed here.
I have the cords. One sec. Sending you them.
Okay, we'll do a quick tour of that. Fang Alien says he has answers about Nemesis 3. That would be cool. I will unmute you on here if you're in here. If you're not in here, then get in here and we can have you chat.
I don't see him.
Yeah, I don't see him in here. So let me hop on over to Decoy base for this base, which is Anarchy. Like, I think that this rivals the best 2B builds ever, if not is greater than. I don't think I've ever seen anything this good on 2B, to be honest with you.
I've
Did
never
Zim leave the
seen a
car?
larger base. Yeah.
I think Zim left the
Okay.
car.
Yeah, I think we've lost Zim.
That's sad.
Gone.
Who blew it up? They used like a stack of TNT. No, I'm pretty sure they used a lot more than a stack. They just ran
I
out.
used 20 shulkers, and then I leaked the coordinates, and like 5 other people came and griefed it, and it's still that intact.
Why didn't you use like 20 shulkers of withers?
I just
That would
didn't
have
have
done way more.
And this is the decoy base. I've seen worse, like, actual bases. Thank you for subscribing, Fast Vincent 1.
Jared didn't even tell me we were griefing. He just told me to follow him.
Jeez, guys. Like, for if I had found this looking for your base or whatever, I would have bought it.
That's what the point was. They show up here. They're like, oh, that's it, and just they don't even bother looking elsewhere.
I
This
totally
is
would have
why
bought this.
ever since this Anarchy base was revealed, I always look for extra bases around because I don't want to miss out on something.
Well, yeah, but if it's 2K away in one specific direction, you probably won't find.
Yeah, new chunks.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Definitely
I legit would have thought that this was the real deal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
I
if you
would've-
look to your right, there's a whole message board saying we left the base, as if we went.
Candy cane. Sheep everywhere. Like, this is a base in and of itself, guys. Come on. Don't.
Check if the dupe stash still has stuff in it.
Yeah, check if the stash is stuff.
Where's the stash at?
You were just
you were
at it
just at-
before by the message board.
Oh, then it's still intact. I ran past it. It had stuff in it, so.
Okay.
Holy crap! Like,
I think there's another layer down there. I can't remember. I think there was some museum type build at the bottom.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. I'm just hoping that there's no.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have walked down here had I known, but you know, off chance that some boobs show up on stream, that's not a good.
No, the maps got reset.
Yeah, but some of them have been overwritten already, so like there were a few
Oh,
maps
okay.
down there that were actually still maps. So yeah, this is complex and interesting. What the frick was this? Why build this?
I don't know what you're looking at.
It's the weird wooden box structure that goes in random directions.
That was a Bodaru's random structure from like 2016 and decided to remake it here for like space.
I hadn't seen it before. It's really awesome, guys. Yeah, I would have totally bought that this was legit.
There's two map arts in the ocean if you fly over there. They're not too
This way? Or sorry, I know you can't see where I'm going.
just off the docks and just straight.
Okay. All right. They're clean, correct?
Oh yeah, it's just like a skull and a smiley face.
Oh, okay, cool.
JJ, we got a question about your patches. Um, do you ever plan to revert back to the old Electro patch in the end? End travel is currently painstakingly slow and incredibly dangerous due to spontaneous TPs down to -2Y.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that is very annoying.
I don't know yet. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I have to think about it.
I mean,
Actually, let me write it down.
In my personal opinion, there's not much to load in the end. I mean, it's not a lot of land, so I feel like a lot looser restrictions on end electric travel would be what do you call it? Better or okay.
Okay. Yeah, I need to look into it. I can't tell you right this moment.
Okay.
Do you know if Worse has Elytra Plus or something for Elytra Flat?
I believe it doesn't work properly.
Oh, that sucks, because I was gonna say you could use that instead of creative flying and rubber.
Because I'm creative flying and rubber banding. That's why I'm lagging back all the time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. It bothers me.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. All
It's
right,
fine.
let's go over to Nemesis 3. And I'm thinking that this is going to be the last base I end up doing tonight, but that doesn't mean that I won't be able to do more next week. So if I didn't get to your base that you wanted me to stream this week, then hit me up. Or if it's already on my list, then we'll go from there. I forget which direction from here it was actually supposed to be, so give me a moment. Okay, it's this way. It's probably
JJTP's on 9B. Backdoor confirmed.
it probably is because my timer is a little high. Let's set it to like 3.0. Yeah, it might have been due to timer being a little high. It doesn't help that the TPS isn't exactly amazing at the moment. So, where does this even lead? Like, geez, just a giant road. Maybe I'm missing something. Alien. Am I missing some stuff? Should I be going a specific way? Hit me up. Like, be my guide here, man. Okay. So there's some stuff here. Okay. So this was fairly big. It's been pretty well griefed though. Whole town set up here. Oh, some sort of a statue. E212, they're 3 men? 2.5 men? I don't freaking know. Some sort of a statue here. Had a beard or something going on. This was fairly big before it got destroyed. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like the decoy base at Anarchy. Probably about that size.
I mean, there's a reason why I said, I thought that was, would have been a real base. So.
Yeah, the decoy base is about as large as my second or third base
Woo.
that I had for like 8-ish. So it's impressive.
Nice. Well, somebody's decided to DDoS 9B. My data center will probably take care of it here in a moment or two. But, yeah, fun.
Wait, really? 9B is getting DDoS?
Oh, yeah, happens all the time. Probably weekly.
Really?
We mitigate a
Okay,
lot of it.
nice.
100 gigabits per second, sometimes more. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
It's really hard to, I mean, it's really hard to impact TPS to any significant extent with just like a normal stress.
Well, people are intentionally trying to take down 9B at this point. Like that's their goal. So
They're probably just 2B players.
Yeah, but if you just want to cause a little bit of lag, like just download a stressor, it's nominal. It's like half a TPS drop, and then it goes back up once you've been blocked. Not that I've tried or anything. Don't take it like that.
Tree Walker 2 said got hit by a car yesterday, went out cycling, still managed to get online today. Your stream really helps. Wow. Can't say I've ever been hit by a car. Yeah. The taxi tank said, "Bro, that's just Housemaster playing with bots, because he's tired of you stealing his money for cocaine."
The 2BQ is actually it's like 1,000 or 2,000 only because they're bots on the server.
Yeah, I don't want to say for sure that 2B is botting, but it feels like from what I've seen, they're increasing their player numbers and decreasing the amount of actual people on the server in an effort to try to make more money. Like,
Yeah, I think
You're
Housemaster
freaked
spoofs
by
queue numbers for sure.
Snowy Otis says I have 2 griefed bases that you can tour. I'll send cords. Absolutely, do it, man. Yeah, there's like nobody connected to 9B right now. I have a secondary port to access it via alternative IP or whatever, and for exactly stuff like this. Yeah, it's freaking
My
getting
god,
hammered.
9B.
Yeah,
That was
it's
server.
starting to come back now. The data center's already
Right.
working on it. Like, yeah, 40 gigabits per second easily. So,
goddamn.
oh yeah, it happens like all the time. Every week there's at least one that's 1 to 2 gigabits per second. Normally that doesn't knock anybody off because we have 10 gigabits per second to the server itself, but it'll cause some lag while it's going on, right? Occasionally some
Yeah.
packet loss or whatever, and then we get larger ones periodically, just as we have time. As people have the resources essentially. And there've always been people who've wanted 9B to fail or to disappear or whatever have you. Like, especially while I'm streaming. Oh yeah, the reactions there. looks like we're mostly back up at this point, so mostly mitigated. Um, thank you, Snowy Otis. I'll throw those coordinates on my list. Probably get to them next time. At this point, trying to keep my streams to about an hour or so.
Have you ever considered doing something for Black Friday, like message of the days, or like only $5 instead of 15?
I have more than likely we'll be adding a like $5 a month plan to just you can have a changeable
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
JJ, is it possible to change an MOTD that you've already purchased?
Yeah, just hit me up and I don't have a problem with that really.
Okay.
So um well, astonishingly, if you want to meet me up here, we can. Yeah, you can show me around a little bit. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming, but Nukestown, JJ, what could one get for donating to pay for a year of the server? I'd have to think about that one. That's
Op.
really big. Uh, don't I don't think op, but
Okay, maybe creative. Maybe creative.
Members only Bedrock one.
Sharpness 99 bedrock.
Yeah.
No, I would probably I'd be willing to for sure give you something on the tab screen just thinking about it. As a thank you or whatever have you. Probably replace the current donation message there with like a thank you to you for sure. Uh, thank you on the site as well for sure. Probably a live stream hangout or whatever with you. If you want to chat about 9B and stuff, we can do that. Um, voice call, whatever. Like I'm not big on giving stuff out on the server for donations, even crazy ones. But I am, I'm willing to be thankful with my time and make sure the community knows that you're putting yourself out there. So like I think the community would appreciate anybody who donated like a year worth of time on 9B. So Mr. Benso asked how I'm doing. That's not a topic I really want to talk about at the moment. I'm doing okay today. This week's been tough, so but I'm trying to remain positive, trying to have a good week. So that's why I'm doing the live stream and all that stuff. All right. Ah. Yeah, I've seen his DMs. Nukestown, yeah, whatever. Just give JJ bathwater. You know what? For a year's donation to the server, you can have some JJ bathwater.
Based.
I'm getting my credit card right now.
I'm gonna go steal my mom's credit card.
Please don't. I don't want that charge back. Mr. Benzo asked, so are people trying to bring down the server? All the time. I have people trying to hack into stuff related to 9B. I have people doing port scans on 9B. I have people DDoSing 9B, trying new book banners, crashers, etc. Um, finding ways to sit there and spam the server so much that the game literally lags out. Um, it is a non-stop war, and you know, the reality is I just want to keep the server running, and uh, I think that a lot of people don't want the server to keep running for various reasons. Either they run a alternative to 9B, or I'm not going to attribute malice to Housemaster. I don't think that he cares enough to be attempting to attack 9B, but um, it's definitely one of those things that we
Well,
have to fight against all the time.
Have you
well,
ever
in the same
considered
way,
changing the
there.
name of the server to prevent people from just calling it a...
I have. I don't know what good it would do at this point.
So, damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say next.
More chaos and destruction here. Holy crap. Oh, nice little ship here, though. Cool. Tower of some sort here. BRST said, do you develop plugins to patch all of the exploits? Yes. I currently have more code than Mojang has code in 9B. Pretty much all the time I'm uh, doing stuff to attempt to patch various things or make the server performance better, etc. All of my patches combined take up about 1.2% of a tick currently, so not ideal, but still much less than otherwise. Especially when single lag machine would consume way more than that anyway. So, Nukestown, do you feel pressure to act like an asshole in some situations so people don't think they can take advantage of you as the owner? Absolutely. Sometimes, well, and sometimes it also has to do with how people message me to begin with. Um, if people are dicks to me to start with, I'm much more likely to just be like, "Screw you, you aren't getting anything," or you know, like I ignore people all the time. Um, if you come to me and you're like, "Hey, I had a problem with this. This is why I had a problem. Here's how I do things, or did things to get to this point," and you're honest with me, I'm much more likely to help you out, or at least consider helping you out. Um, but plenty of people just go, "Oh no, I wasn't doing anything. Nothing happened there. I fricked with it." When in reality, we both know they were fricking with some portion of the anti-cheat or whatever have you, and they lie to me, or they send me. Lots of people send me gore to try to get me to block them, which is just like, fine, whatever. You want blocked, you get blocked. But yeah, I tend to act like an asshole to people just to get them to realize that I'm not here to serve them. Um, I enjoy interacting with the community, but I wish that people would be a little more respectful. Not everybody. There are plenty of awesome people who play on 9B who, like, we can meme all day and we can fucking joke and we can, say all sorts of crap to each other, but at the end of the day, they're respectful. They don't expect anything from me. They come around and they play the game and they have a good time with it. So, yeah. Mr. Benzo, why do so many people hate you? Did you do something to the server? I don't know why people hate me. It's kind of one of those things like, um, people always hate the guy who has to make the tough decisions to keep things running, or has to change the way that the game plays, or break something that they liked, um, patches something they were using. dupes, etc. So,
You're also just like a big target to point at. Yeah,
well,
people don't
everything that's wrong is my fault, and everything that's right is not my fault. So,
JJ's a cog.
pretty much.
Unkind.
Raw Res the Walrus asks, do I manually remove things like chunk bands, lag machines, etc.? Chunk bands, I usually don't remove them manually. I normally have code to do that. If there's a new one that comes out, I try to code something up to prevent it. For lag machines, usually what'll end up happening is I'll see something new as far as a lag machine goes, go take a look at it. Sometimes I'll break it just to stop it right then, but usually from that point on I'll try to code something that will prevent that form of lag machine from occurring again.
See, Cooney, are you gonna ask your question? Or
Well,
should I mute
Hetzel,
you?
why don't maps work? I keep finding maps, but they're all blank. So that means you have an older map. Eventually, it won't be blank. Just as the maps fill up again, it'll reset and you'll have a new one. Just yeah, keep that in mind. The taxi tank. Why are you ignoring me, man? Remember, sent you some VPNs over. Why didn't you accept them? Cause I don't like taking things from players in the realm of security. It's just one of the things that I don't do. I get my own VPNs, I get my own password managers, I get my own stuff, servers,
Hey,
hardware, anything security related, really.
hey JJ.
Yep.
You want to use my password manager I just made? It's completely safe.
Yeah, totally. But
End-to-end encryption.
It's not that your VPNs were bad. It's just that I prefer to have my own lists and keep my own things intact. And there's no guarantee that any one of those wasn't set up just to catch my IP or catch what I'm doing or whatever have you. And I'd much rather pay for a legitimate service that I trust. So, how long are you planning to keep the server up? Indefinitely, mostly. I could be wrong, but uh, the taxi tank. I know you may have had great intentions with providing me with that, and they may be very well amazing VPNs or amazing services or amazing servers or whatever have you. Just being the security nut I am, I've always had a profound interest in keeping my own separate layer. So,
Members only JJIP.
yeah.
Is this the final base you'll be touring today?
Yes, I think we're just about done, to be honest with you. Like it was mass. This one was massive too. It just sprawled out everywhere. Um, Stomp asked, "Do I ever leave a dupe you find out about, or do you patch it as soon as you can?" So yes and no. There are plenty of times I have left dupes running because very few players knew about them. If very few players know about a given dupe, it's much less likely that I will do something about it. If a bunch of players know about it, then it's more likely I'll patch it. If the dupe has side effects upon the server's performance in some way or encourages people to reduce the TPS, I'm also more likely to patch that. Just depends. There are plenty of maps I have day one patched, and there are plenty of dupes that I've let run for weeks and weeks and weeks. And there are some dupes like the donkey dupe that I was unable to patch for very lengthy periods of time. So Timo asked, "Are you coding most of your stuff yourself?" Yes, like almost everything myself. It's very rare I'll just grab an off the shelf plugin or grab somebody else's code. Um, Abigail Zamora High. How often do you teleport to use hidden just to see what everyone's up to? Not often. Usually never. I like when I'm doing something, I want players to know that I'm there doing whatever that thing is, even if it's just looking around at your stuff to figure out what you're doing to lag the server. I want you to know that I'm being respectful of what you've done generally. That isn't to say that I haven't busted people's lag machines or whatever have you in the past, or taken their shit or whatever have you. It does, however, mean that I do want you to know that I'm there. Uh, it's very rare that I will use observer mode. Um, yeah. So I think that's about it. What's my opinion on 9b9t.org? I wish that they would stop. So with I wish they'd pick a different name for their server, and that would be preferable. I don't appreciate the fact that they've chosen to use the same name. So how I view it differently is we don't share the same name as 2b2t, and it's very obvious when you connect to the server that this isn't 2b2t. At least that's what I've always tried to maintain. So, like, even with 2b2t.com, the logo is 9b9t. The MOTDs are all 9b9t's MOTDs. They have nothing to do with 2b, and they don't. I don't pretend to be 2b. You go to the 2b2t.com website, it's 9b's website. Like, I'm not sitting there trying to pretend to be somebody else. And they've added priority queue on there and pretended to be 9b9t and sell 9b9t priority queue. I think that that's all very sketchy, and I don't appreciate it. I wish they'd pick a different name. Um,
I think most of 9b9t.org's members probably come from people that think they're joining this or this,
yeah,
and just can't tell the difference.
I like. I don't mind them existing. It's the same thing with Constantium. I don't mind the server existing. If people want to play there, they'll play there. Fine. I don't appreciate them trying to pretend to be us, and especially the 9b9t priority queue sale.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna call yourself 99T, at least add the .org at the end so you're not intentionally confusing it with .com.
Yeah, well, and then they had bots on there the other day so they could sell more. Like, they were legitimately filling up their own server with bots to be able to sell Q.
That's so
I
bad.
don't know if they sold any Q, mind you, but it just seems very scummy. I don't know the word to articulate it. I'll tell you what. If you own 9b9t.org and you're listening, I'll pay you $100 for the domain. We can laugh about it, and you can go pick a different domain. Like, I'm not gonna be an asshole about it. Like, haha, you got one. Congratulations, you own the domain. Fine, whatever.
I saw the owner made a video and it was titled something like, what's it called? Touring my own Anarchy server after months of inactivity. And the top comment on it was a clone of a clone. Nice. It was something like that. It was great.
Raw Res the Walrus says the bots are actually a player, not the owner. He's trying to stop people from joining. Well, if that's the case, then I misunderstood. But it definitely felt like it was orchestrated. I don't know. Um, I'm willing to admit I'm wrong if the owner's like I didn't have anything to do with that. Uh, Mr. Benzo, do you look at people's builds? Absolutely. Shoot me some chords. We'll talk about when I can come out to look at your build. I'm barely illegal. Is 9b9t fun with all the toxicity and stuff? Um, that depends on you and your personal feelings about it. Like, if you can ignore the bad in the community, there's plenty of good in the community, and there's lots of good reasons to play. Um, and the simple fact is, it's not easy per se to survive on 9B. It's not, and building something amazing and even having it grief can be a lot of fun. You can enjoy a lot of things with your community, and so if you're thinking about joining and you can look past the toxicity in the community, it's a wonderful community. And I've said that since I began, running 9B. It's There are plenty of bad people in every community. 9B happens to have some really amazing people too. So, can you check out my old base? Absolutely, just not today. I don't know who Dog Seller is. Who the F is Dog Seller? No.
They're gonna be so mad when they hear that.
Yeah, I know. But who the F is Ice Slime?
No.
Iceland figures no name.
Alright, guys. I think that's going to be it for this week's live stream. I'll be releasing last week's live stream if you want to check it out. Probably about an hour after this one is done. And make sure you watch that one. Check it out. Did a whole base grief for the Easter base with Team Venetia. It was a good stream. If you enjoyed this one, check that one out. And these make good podcasts too. So if you have somewhere to be or somewhere to do, just leave it running in the background or whatever have you.
So, JJ, one last question. When is the map art video coming out?
Sometime in the next week, as soon as I get all of the tits censored.
I'm building a map art right now. Could I send you the map ID and you put it into that video, or do I have to
I
travel
think
it there?
so. The videos are recorded.
Okay.
If you want to give me, I will probably end up doing multiple of these videos over time. So I would say store up a bunch of map arts for the next one that I go to do, and I'm hoping to do another one probably in a month or two. So.
Okay. Well, it's very hard for me to make map art, so.
If you want to shoot me a screenshot, maybe I can tack it onto the end of the video. We'll see.
Okay. Not done yet, but I'll...
Yep. Okay.
Right. Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful good stuff. Ring the dadgum bell. Not that anybody ever does that. BRST asked if I was enjoying all the map art. Absolutely. I love map art. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks for checking out this week's live stream. Make sure you beat up the like button until it turns blue, comment, and tell YouTube that you'd like to see more videos like this by hitting the subscribe button. I'll be streaming more bases like this next week, Sunday at 5 p.m. CST. If you have any bases you'd like me to tour or any topics you'd like me to talk about, hit me up in the comments down below or hit me up on Discord. I'll see you guys later and have a good one.